Hey y'all, ready to grow fresh veggies at home or boost your farm's productivity? In this video, we'll reveal 10 groundbreaking farming secrets for 2025 that you can't afford to miss. Whether you're a backyard gardener or a seasoned farmer, these tips will transform the way you grow. We're talking bigger harvests, healthier plants, and a little bit of that homegrown magic that just makes everything taste better. So grab your gardening gloves and get ready to be inspired. Let's get growing! What in the world is O-farming? It's like giving your garden a modern farmhouse charm. Efficient, resourceful, and oh so good. O-farming stands for optimized farming, and it's all about working smarter, not harder. Imagine this: technology and nature working hand in hand. It's about maximizing your yield while minimizing your footprint on this beautiful earth. We're talking about growing more food in less space, using less water, and leaving the soil healthier than we found it. Think about it. Growing fresh, flavorful microgreens right there on your kitchen counter, bursting with nutrients. Or imagine drones gracefully soaring over fields, keeping a watchful eye on your crops and making sure they're getting just what they need. It's about embracing innovation without losing sight of the heart and soul of farming. And the best part is, you don't have to be a tech whiz to get started. There are so many simple ways to incorporate O-farming practices into your garden, no matter how big or small. Y'all, I used to think drones were just for taking fancy vacation photos. But let me tell you, these little gadgets are changing the game when it comes to farming. Imagine this. You're sipping your sweet tea on the porch, and with a few taps on your phone, you can send a drone up to check on your crops. These drones can monitor your fields for signs of pests or disease, create detailed maps of your land, and even help you plant seeds with incredible precision. Drones can cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time, which means you can spend less time on tedious tasks and more time focusing on what you love: growing delicious food. Drone technology is becoming more accessible every day, and the investment can pay off big time in terms of increased yields and reduced costs. Trust me, your crops and your back will thank you. Now let's talk about something truly revolutionary: growing plants without soil. I know it sounds crazy, right? But that's the magic of hydroponics. It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's real, and it's changing the way we think about growing food. Imagine this: fresh, crisp lettuce growing right there in your living room, bathed in the warm glow of grow lights. No dirt, no weeds, just pure, delicious goodness. That's the beauty of hydroponics. It allows you to create the perfect growing environment for your plants no matter where you live. Instead of planting seeds in soil, you grow them in a nutrient-rich water solution. This gives your plants direct access to all the food they need, which means they grow faster, stronger, and healthier than ever before. Hydroponics is incredibly water efficient, with water constantly recirculated, reducing wasteful runoff. Whether you're a city dweller with limited space or a seasoned gardener looking for a new challenge, hydroponics is definitely worth exploring. Now let's talk about something near and dear to my heart: organic farming. There's just something so satisfying about growing food the natural way, without the use of harsh chemicals. And that's where jadam organic farming comes in. It's a method that's been practiced for centuries in Korea, and it's all about working with nature, not against it. We're talking about creating a thriving ecosystem in your garden, where beneficial insects and microorganisms work together to keep your plants healthy and strong. One of the key principles of jadam farming is using homemade organic solutions to nourish your soil. Think compost teas, fermented plant juices, concoctions that sound like they belong in grandma's kitchen, because they probably do. These natural remedies are packed with nutrients that your plants will love, and they help create a healthy balance in your soil. You'll be rewarded with healthier plants, more nutritious food, and the satisfaction of knowing you're doing right by the environment. Y'all, have you ever noticed how some plants just seem to thrive in certain spots while others struggle? Well, it all comes down to the soil. Just like we need a balanced diet to stay healthy, our plants need a variety of nutrients to grow strong. And that's where crop rotation comes in. If you plant the same crop in the same spot year after year, it depletes the soil of certain nutrients, making it harder for future plants to thrive. But with crop rotation, you're essentially giving your soil a chance to recharge and replenish itself. For example, legumes like beans and peas are like the nitrogen factories of the garden. They can actually pull nitrogen from the air and fix it into the soil, making it available for other plants to use. Crop rotation is one of those simple, time-tested techniques that can make a world of difference in your garden. It's like giving your soil a big hug and saying, "Thank you for all you do." Now let's talk about something fun: companion planting. It's like playing matchmaker for your plants, pairing them up based on their strengths and weaknesses. Because believe it or not, some plants just grow better together. Some plants attract beneficial insects that help pollinate your garden and keep pests at bay. Others release natural substances that deter pests or improve the growth of their neighbors. One of my favorite companion planting combinations is tomatoes and basil. Not only do they taste delicious together, hello caprese salad, but they also help each other thrive. Basil repels tomato hornworms, those pesky caterpillars that can decimate your tomato plants. And tomatoes provide shade for the basil, which helps it retain moisture and stay happy. Companion planting is a fun and easy way to experiment in your garden. Y'all, water is precious. It's the lifeblood of our gardens and our planet. And as farmers and gardeners, it's our responsibility to use it wisely. That's where water efficiency comes in. Now, I'm not talking about letting your plants go thirsty. I'm talking about finding smart, innovative ways to make sure every drop counts. One of the best ways to conserve water in your garden is to use drip irrigation. It's like giving your plants a slow, steady sip of water, right at the roots where they need it most. This minimizes evaporation and runoff, so you're not wasting precious water. Another simple but effective technique is mulching. Adding a layer of organic matter around your plants helps to retain moisture in the soil, so you don't have to water as often. By making water efficiency a priority in our gardens, we're not just growing healthy plants, we're helping to create a more sustainable future for generations to come. Now let's talk about something that's small but mighty: microgreens. These little powerhouses are packed with nutrients and flavor, and they're incredibly easy to grow. We're talking about baby greens harvested just 7 to 10 days after planting, when they're at their peak of freshness and vitality. Imagine this: a sprinkle of vibrant red beet microgreens adding a pop of color and a burst of earthy sweetness to your salad. Or a handful of spicy radish microgreens adding a delightful kick to your sandwich. The possibilities are endless. And the best part? You can grow microgreens indoors year-round, no matter where you live. All you need is a sunny windowsill, a shallow tray, and some quality seeds. They're a fun and delicious way to get your green thumb on. Y'all, composting is like magic. It's the ultimate act of turning trash into treasure. Instead of sending your kitchen scraps off to the landfill, you can transform them into nutrient-rich compost that will make your garden sing. Composting is nature's way of recycling. It's the process of breaking down organic matter, like food scraps and yard waste, into a rich, earthy substance called compost. It's like black gold for your garden. And the best part? Composting is surprisingly easy. You don't need any fancy equipment or a degree in soil science. All you need is a designated spot in your yard, or even a small compost bin if you're short on space. A good mix of green materials, like food scraps and grass clippings, and brown materials, like dried leaves and twigs, and a little bit of patience. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 farming secrets that can help you revolutionize your garden and grow the most abundant, delicious food you've ever tasted. I hope this video has inspired you to try something new and embrace the incredible world of farming, no matter how much space you have. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these farming tips are you most excited to try? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more gardening tips, DIY projects, and inspiration for creating a more beautiful, sustainable life. I just love seeing a garden come to life, don't you? There's something so hopeful about planting a tiny seed and watching it grow into something beautiful and nourishing. And the best part is, anyone can do it. Whether you have a sprawling backyard or just a sunny windowsill, I encourage you to embrace the joy of growing your own food. It's a gift that keeps on giving, bringing beauty, flavor, and a sense of accomplishment to your life. So get out there, get your hands dirty, and experience the magic of growing something truly special. Happy gardening, y'all!